Hello and welcome back to another SketchUp tutorial. I have taken the liberty of doing a little bit of extra stuff here. I have added on the breezeway, the garage, and this porch. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add roofs. So these, I just modeled them in. I mean, it was just real straightforward. The 6-inch slab on grade, modeled in the all the measurements that you need are on the floor plans. And this, I just made a 6-inch thick sort of porch slab that kind of lines up with the bottom. And I made each of these a component. So this is a component, this is a component, so you can see. And I made this into its own component. And then I tagged them all. Let's see here. Let's go here. This one is tagged as first. So these are all three are tagged as first floor. So the first thing we're going to want to do is add these pillars. And the reason I didn't do them initially is because I wanted to show you an interesting trick for doing these pillars right here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them total, running each way. So we're going to start here and take our tape measure. And let's actually enter this, because I made this into a component, so we're going to enter it. And then we're going to take our tape measure and then make this 1 inch, 1 inch, and then 1 inch. And then we're going to assume that these are like a 4x4. I'm actually just going to do 4 inches by 4 inches instead of, because I think that's pretty reasonable. And then we will unhide the rest of the model so we can make this the same height as what the roof will be. Oh, before we do that, we're going to make this a component. So we're going to call it porch pillar. And then enter it to edit it. Pull this up to here. Okay, so now we have our porch pillar component. So like if you wanted to add some detail, you could. So what we're going to do is we need 6 of these going this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try something a little bit crafty. So I'm going to do a move copy. And then I'm going to actually move it into the wall here so that it's sort of in the wall. And then I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to do 6 / enter. And that will create evenly spaced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up pillars. And I will just delete that one that was in the wall. Pretty cool, huh? So let's do the same thing here. Let's create a spot for this to go. We're going to tape measure in here 1 inch. So basically what it says, when you use slash instead of times for doing an array, there's a different kind of array. We're saying fill this with X number evenly spaced. So I do 6 divided by instead of 6 times. So let's try this one more time. I made a 1 inch mark there, so I'm going to move from this corner right here. Move from here, hit Control to copy. And then stick it right here. And then, since we want 5 more besides the one on the corner, we're going to do 5 / enter. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. And they're all evenly spaced. And then when you get to it later on, you could do something like find out what this, pull this dimension and find out what it is. 7 foot 3 inches, 13/16. So there's our pillars. Building the roofs is kind of an interesting exercise. And here's how I'm going to do this. Let's get rid of the second floor. And I'm going to add it to the ceilings component. In fact, I kind of feel like I want this to be ceilings and roofs. Roofs. So that we can make all ceilings and roofs disappear at one shot. So this is how I did it. So I went into this component, ceilings and roofs component, or this particular ceiling component. And what I'm going to do is pull some measurements from the edge here. So typically the eaves on a roof are going to be 2 feet past. Did I do that right? Oh, because that's 1 inch in. So they're going to be 2 feet past this. So 24 inches. And then 2 feet past this. So 24 inches. So let's look at the roof lines here. You can see that on the floor plans themselves, this part of the roof, so this is the garage, so this part of the roof has a 312 pitch and then an 812 pitch here, and then it goes off past the breezeway. So this is the breezeway here. And then if you look at the other sides of the house, it wraps all the way around. It basically it wraps all the way around here. So this is going to be actually kind of a tricky thing. We're going to have to use multiple techniques to do this. And the 412 part extends partway onto the garage. So, actually, no, it doesn't. It just goes to here. So let's get rid of that measurement. So we'll just measure it out to here. So here's what we'll do. We'll take this, and then what I did when I was working through this is I just moved these lines on the, so keep it up, make sure it's on the green axis, move that ceiling out to where it needs to be. So we'll select this one here, and then move it out to that 2 feet past the eaves, and so you'll see how that works. Oh, I did erase this bit here. So I'm going to draw in that line to there, and then draw in that line to there again. And then move this out. Oh, we need to take that measurement, tape measure, out to, well, this is a little bit trickier because we have to make sure that it goes out to here. Yeah, 6 feet. And then we want to make this one out, once again, 24 inches. And then we'll just grab this line, move it out to that reference. So it's now 2 feet past. That is 2 feet, right? It looks like a lot more than 2 feet. Oh, it should go to this line. I see what I did wrong. So right to there. Okay. So there we go. So we've got that set up. We could probably make this thing extend out here as well. So what I'm doing is I'm just drawing that line in, so I'm creating a break here so I can just move this piece, and then I can move that out. Oh, I see what I did wrong here. I wasn't editing it. There we go. So we take this guy and then move, and then we'll go in this direction 24 inches. Oh, nope, I did that. Line, cut that, and then we can draw this out. Well, we'll just we'll get to that bridge when we come to it. So oh, actually, this whole thing needs to come out 2 feet. So we'll just take this whole line and move it on the right axis 24 inches. So there we go. Now we've got all of our eaves kind of established. So this is where all the slanted roofs are going to be. We are going to probably make some cuts here as per the way the roof line works on the other side of the house. But if you'll notice here, it does extend a little way onto the house here, so but this part will have to get cut off, and we'll take care of that when we get to it. So here we go. Next order of business is to create our roof profile. There is an easy way to do this. We'll take our tape measure tool, we'll grab our protractor, and so this is kind of a multiple click maneuver. We want to start here, and we want to do the main click. So I pull out along this line here so that it stays in the green axis, and then so it's click and pull to establish what facing it has. Then click out to this direction because I want to pull it up from there, and now I'm actually going to make the line. Now this is a 312, so we do 3:12 to get that first pitch, and we'll do the same thing here. We'll pull this out along so until it's green, and then here, click here to get that established, and now we've got our angle coming in, and this one is going to be 12. So that's like our ratio. And then we'll take our line tool, we'll draw up to here, and then down to here, and then we've got our profile. quick way to do this now is just hit push pull and pull it all the way to the side of the house. It is going to erase your ceiling inside, but we can redraw that in later. So let's add the second floor back in. Let's go turn on the second floor tag. Because one thing we forgot to do is draw in, you know what we did do? Let's have the second floor visible for this part. So we can do the push-pull, and then pull it to the outside edge of the wall there. And now, for this part, we want to draw in a rectangle here to here. Flip it, reverse that face, and we'll draw a line out from here to here. And then we're going to erase this line here. So that we don't need that there. What we do need is to push-pull this face. Maybe 20, let's say 24 inches. Oops. And 3/4 inches. Well, let's just say 11 inches. So it comes out. You can make it look better later on. Let's get rid of the first floor real quick so we can fill in the ceiling once again. This one is easy enough. You can just take a line, boom, flip it. Oh, we'll heal some of these surfaces. Whoa! Heal the surfaces. And then we've got our ceilings back. This should all be flipped too. Those are all going to be inside. So the next part we want to do is like create this profile all the way around the roof here. We want it to come all the way to this edge. And this is, I think, where this, I think this actually, this line doesn't need to be, yeah, I think it needs to be right there. So we have this, oh, where did this go? There. Okay, so we have our profile kind of established already. We want this to go wrap around the house. And how we can do this is we can take a line and draw it straight down here. And then select, let's make sure that our push-pull tool, or I'm sorry, our follow me tool is pre-selected there. And then using the select tool, we'll grab this edge, and this edge, holding down the shift key to select all the edges that we need. So make sure that all of those are blue. Then go down here, hit follow me, and click. It did make a slight mistake. If those come out blue, you just want to flip their faces. And we may have to draw in a triangle here. Line with a line tool. Boom, boom, boom. Come on. There we go. And then maybe get rid of some extraneous. Yeah. You can go through and clean it up, and then get rid of, heal some lines that don't need to be there, and then take a look underneath. Let's get rid of the first floor. Let's add this to the first floor, untagged first floor. There we go. And then go back in, edit the roof thing, and then we'll draw some lines here. Yep. Erase, 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 erase. Hope I'm not erasing anything I need. Be careful when you erase stuff. Just cleaning up some geometry that doesn't look like it needs to be there. And then there we go. There's our roof line. I'm going to just walk you through one more part, and then I'll leave you to do the top part, because I think the top part of the roof is fairly straightforward. Is just drawing this profile here. It's the same process as doing the other one. You just use this, pull it out till you get that. This is a 412 pitch, 4:12. You do the same thing over here till it's green. And then here, and 4:12. And then we want to be inside of our model, so we'll draw our triangle in here. Push-pull that to that wall, and then you've got your ceiling done for that. So if we erase the first floor, can erase that line. All right, so that's it. I'm going to leave it to you to do the roof on the second floor, but that's basically the process. Good luck.